I'm a hard-working man.
Hi, this is Concrete Charlie. Thank you for tuning in to Ask Concrete Charlie. Last episode, we told you we'd be at a job site in LaGrange this week, and here we are. Hey, Tim, you ready to tell everyone about this stoop and the repairs we're going to make?
Sure am. Let's show everybody a couple of pictures of the damage before we continue on.
Good idea. Yeah, you can see where those corners were deteriorated and ready to fall apart. Those sides are in pretty bad shape, too.
Kind of funny how much more damage we have to do before we can start fixing it. Well, seriously, we have to get all that loose debris off of there so we can rebuild on a solid surface.
It's also important that deep patches are built up in smaller lifts. I've seen guys rebuild a broken corner with one big patch, then wonder why it fell off in one big chunk. One big patch is too heavy and separates from the old concrete.
Exactly. And if you use the right materials, you can shave the edges to form it to the stoop pretty much perfectly.
I'm always amazed at how you can rebuild and coat to make the stoops look like new. I like the way you coated half of the stoop there so everyone can see the rebuilt corner and how different the stoop looks. Wow, like new.
It really is a good feeling to step back when you're all done and appreciate the results. You don't realize how different it looks until you see the before and after pictures.
You're a regular artiste. Another job well done, Tim.
Thanks, Charlie. Your approval is what gets me through the day. What do you say we get back and read it and answer a couple of emails?
You must be reading my mind.
Let's loose with this ball and chain. I'm a hard-working man. I got it all.
We're back at the shop and ready to dive right into these emails. Are you ready, Tim?
Of course, that's why we're here. I've got one here from Bobby in Ames, Iowa.
Dear Concrete Charlie, you trained me at one of your seminars in 2003, and I've been using your products ever since. The builder I worked for is only building about 1/3 of the homes that he was 2 years ago. There were 4 of us that made all the punch list repairs, and since I was low man on the totem pole, I got laid off last November. I've been doing odd jobs and general handyman repairs. More than half of what I do, however, is fix foundation cracks. I could do a lot more crack repairs if I knew how to fix more than just clean new cracks. I would really like to become a Concrete Charlie applicator, but my knowledge is limited because all we repaired for the builder were cracks that were not previously patched. If I become an applicator, will I learn how to make repairs on all cracks, regardless of conditions? And how can I get the word out in my area that I'm in the crack repair business?
I remember those guys in Iowa back in '03. That was a great seminar. There were like 3 or 4 groups from different builders, right?
Yep, that was the one. It was also held in a couple of the spec homes down in Lockport. The guys down there who hosted it still fix all their cracks with our products. Just so our audience knows, we've already responded to Bobby earlier in the week, but we thought this question and answer would be valuable to some of you who may be looking to start a small business or add crack repair to your existing business. We told Bobby that we have a CD-ROM available that has the complete applicator package. The applicator package contains all of the information needed to make an informed decision about becoming a licensed applicator. We also have technical tips, the complete set, that covers all variables regarding crack repairs. If he goes through the applicator package and decides to proceed, he'll get enough training in all of our applications to prepare him for almost anything that comes his way. For those of you wondering, Bobby responded to our email by purchasing the disc almost immediately. That same CD contains the video, At the Wall with Concrete Charlie, which is the basic video for repairing foundation cracks with my patented injection system. The best place to get your copy of the CD-ROM is on eBay now. The new combined disc is cheaper on eBay, and best of all, half of all the proceeds are donated to help the Shriners Hospitals for Children. Go to eBay and search for Concrete Charlie.
Well, what do you think? Do you think becoming an applicator is the best move for Bobby?
You know, Tim, I'm not convinced it is, because he's already built somewhat of a customer base. He might want to come here for a couple days of training. He could even sign a purchasing agreement, so his material costs are at applicator levels. But as far as building his business from the ground up, he's already got his business running. Hey, Tim, I'd like to move on to one more email.
How about one responding to last week's show?
That'd be great. Well, here's Sandra from Naperville, Illinois.
Dear Concrete Charlie, I didn't understand until your show last week why the same waterproofing company installed a drain tile system in my neighbor's house last year and then gave me a quote for 3 cracks in my basement last week. Our leaks were the same. I can't believe they sold my neighbor a huge repair if their problem may have only been the cracks too. I'm glad I haven't decided on a contractor to take care of my problem yet. Do you go out to Naperville?
Thanks, Sandra. The best way for all of you to protect yourselves from being sold something you don't need is to be more involved in locating the source of the problem. If you tell a contractor that water was all over your basement, but cannot be specific where it came from, you leave yourself wide open to being taken advantage of. If you know you have cracks that are leaking, do not, I repeat, do not, accept anything less than epoxy injection. Why would you trust an unproven crack repair from the guys that only a year ago would have tried to convince you that you need drain tile? By the way, Sandra, we do work in Naperville.
I was wondering how long it would take you to throw that out there.
Like you would expect anything less from me.
Of course not. Hey, is next week's episode where we have a special guest?
Yes, we do. Jonathan Burgess will be with us. Mr. Burgess has been a home inspector, a salesman for a chemical company, and now compiles, analyzes, and reports the statistical data in a lot of waterproofing and concrete repair publications. We think his experience and insight will underscore just how much homeowners have overspent on waterproofing. We'll be back next week. Don't forget to send your emails with your questions and stories to charlie@concretecharlie.com. Go to my website, www.concretecharlie.com. And you can see my videos on my channel at youtube.com, The Concrete Charlie. Every podcast episode will be uploaded to YouTube as well. That way, if you don't have a video MP3 player, and we've included video in that episode, you can see it on YouTube. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget, if you don't ask Concrete Charlie, you probably won't get the right answer.
Poor working man, I got it all on the line for a piece of the promise.